Yo, welcome back to Krabs Trades. This is episode 23 of backtesting an hour per day until I'm profitable. Right now we're doing the month of February 2023. We're trading Dodgy Strategy, which is a system I'm using, and this is my own mentor. So pretty much this is what we're looking for if you want to pause the video. But yeah, we're going to be doing some back testing. This is the month so far. Pretty solid right now. We're up around like 3%. So we're hopefully going to keep this slow win streak we got going up. We got 100% win rate for right now. But yeah, we've been taking pretty solid setups. So we're looking to continue that going forward. And I'm only pretty much taking A and A plus setups here. So yeah, if you're not subscribed already, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, so here, this is the 8th. We gotta go to the 9th, I believe. See what this date was. So now we're on the 9th of February. Alright, perfect. So let's hop on the daily time frame. Let's start there. And first, let's hop on Forex Factory, see if we got any news. It's a Thursday. Looks like we got 8:30 a.m. news. So we're just gonna note this down. And this is an orange folder, so not the craziest news ever, but forgot to put this in. I think we were bullish that day, or bearish, I don't know. But let's hop on the daily here. We still have this daily high that I was talking about in the other videos that I'm kind of using for bias right now, as like a pretty obvious higher time frame drawn liquidity. But let's see. Yeah, it does look like we were holding this daily fair value gap right here. So I'm still pretty bullish based on the daily. But let's check the lower time frames. And it looks like we just inversed this 4-hour gap. So that just makes me even more bullish. I could see price continuing to at least here. Based on the 4-hour time frame, inverse that, holding the daily gap. Let's hop on the 1 hour and let's see where we are. We're kind of at like equilibrium right now. We do have this 1 hour gap right here. See if there's any equal highs or lows. We do kind of have these like relative lows down here. I'm gonna just mark them up. Relative equal lows, just gonna keep those in mind. But no equal highs or lows on the 1 hour, I believe. And got hourly high here. I'll mark up this hourly high as liquidity pool because it's just very obvious we could be drawing towards there right now. But yeah, overall, based on all these time frames so far, I'm pretty bullish, especially if we inverse this 15-minute. But on the 15, got kind of that gap right there. And let's see the 5-minute. Yeah, don't got too much on the 5-minute. But yeah, let's hop on the 1 hour time frame now. Or did I just say 1 hour? I meant 1 minute. And ideally I want to see us like retrace a little bit, maybe tap into one of these higher time frame PD arrays and then get a long setup. Looks like we're kind of rejecting that 15-minute. Let's see if this can close above. So 15-minute did inverse above, so I'm very bullish until this high right here, if we can run that high, because 15-minute did close above this 15-minute gap, so now that's an inverse fair value gap. But yeah, now we wait for a setup. Looks like we're spooling over to this high right now. See if it gets ran here. This is pre-market, so we're still waiting. And 25. So ran that high. But yeah, that was just a pretty obvious hourly high. So it was a nice target, especially with the 15-minute inverse fair value gap that played out. And the reason I didn't take this, I only use like 15-minute and above time frames for bias. I like entering on the 5-minute and below. But yeah, that's nice. Very nice move there. Looks like we got, I'm gonna mark up this 15-minute gap here in case we do react off of it. So I am still like higher time frame bullish, but we could see shorts play out too after sweeping this high. So I'm kind of like mixed bias right now, chameleon bias. So market open. If we could get longs off this 15-minute, that would be pretty clean. Nice PD array there. Did we take liquidity? We did take some. Yeah, let's see what this is, a 2-minute. And looks like a little bit of a sell-off. We're even more into discount now, so I do like that. Based on 15-minute here. Just tapped into discount right now. Longs off of here would not be too bad. Let's see if we inversed anything. 5-minute. So this is a pretty obvious gap right here. Let's see what time frame gap this is. So that was a 2-minute that closed. It was also a 3-minute. And I like these longs a lot. So I'm gonna take this off the 1-minute. I could have had a better entry off the 3-minute, but it's all good. I'm gonna take this based on the 1-minute, and yeah, let me see if this is an issue, this 15-minute gap. Let's check the 1 hour. Looks like we took 1 hour lows, so we have liquidity taken, we have price tapping back into the discount of the range. I drew up my fib from the 15-minute impulse leg here to the high, which it tapped right back into equilibrium and tapped into this 1 hour higher time frame PD array. And I'm looking for price to come back to this high. Let me just double check before I enter if we have any equal highs or lows. Not really, but yeah, entry is gonna be right here. Main target up there. Entry based on a 1 minute closure. Bit of a bigger stop here, like 30 points. But yeah, stop loss is going to be a 1 minute closing below here. And I'm going to be break even at this 5 minute gap here. Might scale something to possibly. Actually, break even is going to be this internal high because it's very obvious. So right here is 0.44R. Alright, so to go over this pretty solid setup, we got a 3 minute closing above, 2 minute inverse as well, 3 minute inverse, 1 minute inverse. I'm going to take this based on the 1 minute because it's just the most obvious one. We have a liquidity sweep right here. Actually, we got a pretty nice liquidity sweep. All these lows, all this liquidity here that was built up is now swept. So I'll give this setup like a A+ rating probably. But yeah, I'm moving my stop here just on FXREPLAY because my real stop is a close below that 1 minute gap. And now we did create this new internal level right here. So part of my rules is I have to go break even right now because we took that out now. But yeah, it didn't really affect anything. Right here I could scale something, but it's just not enough RR. I think at this 5 minute I might scale, but this is a pretty obvious drawn liquidity. This 15 minute high here. Yeah, we don't really have any equal highs or lows, I believe. Yeah, no equal highs or lows. So yeah, let's see if we survive this and hit break even. Let's see if the break even saved us, and it did. Technically no 1 minute close below yet, but let's see. Very choppy here. But yeah, break even trade here. Went break even at this internal level. But yeah, pretty solid setup. The reason I didn't scale anything here was because it was just too small RR and it didn't make sense to scale there yet. But yeah, let's journal this. We had delivery from a 1 hour. We had liquidity sweep, very nice liquidity sweep here. Had 1 minute inversion and like 3 minute inversion as well. And yeah, that's that. Definitely an A+ setup. Also, we were in a discount. I'm gonna throw that in the picture. We tapped into that discount right there. But yeah, definitely a good break even. I wouldn't want to be holding through all this chop. Followed the plan. Yes, A+. Pretty big stop here. 30 point stop. Bias, yes. I said I was bullish before. 10:49 a.m. or not 10, 9:49 a.m. But yeah, let's see if there's any other setups. And I'm just leave this one right there. Now I gotta clean up my charts a little bit. It's just a little bit messy right now, but let's see if this high ends up getting hit. Let's see, we're tapping back into this 1 hour. $15-minute inversed to the downside. 5-minute inversed as well. We got this 5-minute here. I'm trying to see right now if it's worth it to attempt another long here. Let's see where we're at on the fib. Did tap back into discount, rejected again. Let's see what gaps here. 5-minute, 3-minute. Yeah, so I'm not going to take this because it is the first inversion in the leg after a sell-off, so those usually fail. And if we get like a failure here, make another leg, and then get an inversion, I would rather take that. It's just a lot more higher probability. Oh, let's see, are these equal highs? They are. So we do have a nice bullish target as well. But let's wait. So now that we got equal highs above, if I get my 3-minute close above this, now I like this a lot more because of those equal highs being such a obvious draw on liquidity. But this 3 minutes not the only one in the leg. Let's see. Yeah, so manipulation leg here. Now if we can get an inversion now, I would say that that's a way better entry. But yeah, after like a big move, the first inversion usually fails. That's something that I've noticed. Right here, this inversion failed because there's a ton of gaps in the leg, and that's why I didn't take it. And it's the first leg after a big move. So here we're getting the manipulation leg. If we can take some liquidity, that would be even better. And then if we can get a move up, it's ideally what I want to see. But let's see if we get our entry. But right now we have a clear draw on liquidity here, equal highs. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Now if we can get a retracement to the upside. Took out this liquidity. Also took out like some relative flows here. See what this is. Is this a 3-minute gap? So if we can inverse this 3-minute gap, I'll take a long off of that. And it looks like we might not get those longs. And it's now 11:20. So kill zone's over for that day. One break even on the day. And yeah, let's go to Friday. See the 10th, got any news? We got 10 a.m. news, 12:30. Alright, so we got a decent amount of news here. AM news, red folder. Got that noted. Let's hop back on the daily. We could be getting a little bit more bearish right now. We are inside of this daily gap. 4 hour. We could be heading down to this 4 hour low. Making a retracement there because we did kind of have like a break of structure here when we closed below these lows here. A market structure shift right there. So going into this day, I'm pretty bearish here. Just because we kind of inversed everything here to the downside. We closed below here. And now we have a pretty obvious target, higher time frame right here. But we're going to see if this 1 hour gap holds. But if price taps into this 1 hour gap right here, we could possibly get some shorts off from there. Let's hop on the 15. Got a bunch of gaps here. 5 minute. Not much on the 5 minute. Let's see, do we have any equal highs or lows? Did we leave those equal highs from before? Let's see on the 1 minute. We got like relative equal highs, but I want to see if we still have the equal highs from before. Was it these? Nah. It was these, but they're just so high up. So I'm not really too worried about them. Yeah, we're definitely not worried about them, but I'm just gonna keep them there. But yeah, right now, ideally I want to see price tap into one of these PD arrays up there, and then we could look for shorts down off of there. But yeah, let's see what price does here. Alright, nice. So we're tapping into this 1 hour here. Let's pull our fib. If we tap into this discount, that would be very nice. Or not discount, I meant premium of the range. There's market open, tapped into the premium. A setup down here would be nice. No entry. It's still like a setup to the downside off of here. If we can get one. And yeah, no setup. There was a bullish play, but I'm just not bullish right now. But we are getting close to these equal highs now. So no trades here. I think I did kind of miss a setup, but that's in hindsight. Gee, did I miss a setup? There was like a short that I missed somewhere. Gee, maybe not, because we took the low. But yeah, no trade here. I don't know, it just wasn't clean. I mean, there was a long setup. Oh yeah, this is what I missed. There was a long setup, but I just wasn't bullish. I mean, we did take liquidity, tapped back into the 15, tapped back into the hour. We're in discount. Long setup would be this. But yeah, I did not take that because I was just too bearish based on like the higher time frames. So yeah, did not take that. But yeah, on to the next day. I'm still gonna throw in a screenshot into the journal. And we did have equal highs here. I want to see if those end up getting hit. Maybe not. Yeah, so we did end up being pretty bearish, but we kind of just traded sideways. But yeah, I'm gonna throw in the screenshot into here, put no trades, nothing taken. Followed the plan, yes. And on to the next week. So we ended that week up about like 2% here, a little bit over 2%. I think like 2.1% or something. But yeah, I'm not forcing any setups in this back testing. I'm trying to keep the win rate very high and take like A+ and A setups. So I'm not just gonna be taking long setups when I'm like very bearish. But yeah, 13th. Let's see, is there any news? Not really, so no news Monday. Skip over here. Let's hop on the daily. Looks like we're still very bearish. I wonder if we could tap back into this daily gap and then deliver lower off of there. Could be possible. 4 hour. That would also be 4 hour. That's a pretty nice PD array we're kind of close to. But on the higher time frames, we got an obvious low right there. We do have like this high right there. Just gonna leave those marked up. On the 1 hour, just took out this high from Friday. A lot of liquidity voids here. Looks like if we inverse this 15-minute to the downside, we could see more bearish confluence to be bearish. But yeah, let's pull our fib. pull it like from here, we are in a premium. So I could see a retracement lower, especially based on like the higher time frames like 4 hour and 1 hour. See the 5 minute here. It's like we held this 5 minute gap. Is there any equal highs or lows? I think we still got those equal highs from before. Maybe not. No equal lows, I believe. Yeah, no equal lows that are obvious, so let's see what price does here. Pre-market right now, selling off. Let's see if this 15 minute, yeah, so 15 minute inversed to the downside, so I'm very bearish. This is also a 15 minute gap. Looks like there was a 1 hour gap here I missed. We did inverse that as well, so I'm very bearish. If we could pull back into like this 15 minute and then continue back down, that would be something I would like for shorts. And perfect. Market open, tapped into that 15. Took liquidity. Let's see if we can get short. There is this 1 minute, but it's very small, so I'm not going to take it. I think we are in a sell-off now, though. Oh, never mind. Let's see here. Is this delivering from anywhere? We're delivering off 15 minute. See here, we got 2 minute. I am thinking about, I mean, we do have this right now. Took liquidity. Just the only issue is that there's another gap in the leg right here, so it's just not the best. We would have to wait for this 2 minute. But yeah, that would have hit me for break even, I believe. If I took that, let's see. Yeah, stop would have to be pretty big. I mean, damn. Market open. Market open, sells off. Tapping back into the 15 minute, rejecting the 15 minute. We're in a 2 minute. If we can inverse this 2 minute to the downside, I'll take that. Looks like we're going for these highs. Highs taken. Now shorts would be clean. Got a 3-minute gap right here. See, is there a 1 minute? There is not. See what price does here. I mean, we do have this short opportunity, but it's not like the cleanest. Let's see, 5 minute. I do like how we're reacting off these higher time frame PD arrays though, so I think I'm gonna take this short. Pretty much what I see is this 1 minute gap here. We took some type of internal liquidity here. Pretty high momentum closure. I could see us going to continue price back down. But a stop to break even is going to be aggressive right here. This internal low right there, 0.4 R. To manage risk. But yeah, pretty much what I see here is we're delivering off this daily PD array, delivering off the 4-hour, took internal liquidity, and now we have a 1 minute inversion fair value up right there. And yeah, let's just see. Yeah, so we got hit for break even right away. Let's see if it would have saved us. And yeah, it would have definitely saved us there. It was worth the shot because this is a nice like higher time frame delivery. But yeah, I'm gonna journal this. Another break even, but no losses yet on the month. And this was a no news Monday. I'd say the setup's like an A. Why wasn't it A plus? I mean, we weren't high up in a premium. I mean, I just would say it wasn't A plus because we had that break even internal liquidity so close, so I couldn't really scale there. So that's why I would give this like an A rating and not A plus. But yeah, we had like, I believe it was 10-point stop here. Another break even, followed bias. Yes, we're like kind of mixed here, so chameleon bias, but 1039. And yeah, we've been break even so far for the start. Not for the start, for like the past few days. But still no losses, so that's what's important. We're taking good setups, and yeah. Let's see is the macro 11 a.m. And yeah, it looks like we were bullish there. So break even here definitely saved me. And yeah, let's skip over to the next day, which is the 14th, Tuesday. And we got a bunch of news, CPI day here. Mark that up. This means we could have a nice data high or low left. CPI is red. And this is not considered a data high since it was left before 8:30 a.m. But this is a pretty obvious wick here. We might use that later. But yeah, on the daily here. So for right now, based on this higher time frame, it looks like we're kind of holding this daily gap here, closed above it. Now I'm pretty bullish until this high on the daily time frame. But yeah, I do like how we're holding this closed above. Could see continuation here to the next daily high. But on the 4-hour, let's see what's going on. Got this 4-hour gap right now that we're at. Gonna mark up these 4-hour gaps, see if we react at them. Based on the 4-hour. Got some liquidity above here, pretty obvious. We could see continuation there possibly, but we are inside this big 4-hour gap here. Based on the 1-hour, this would be a nice retracement into discount if we could bounce off of like this 4-hour. Possibly get set up off of that, but let's see what price wants to do. Looks like we didn't fully tap into discount, but we did tap into this 4-hour gap. And based on the 15, this is an obvious target here. That wick. Looks like we swept out liquidity, reacted off this 4-hour. Right there. Just on the 5-minute, don't have much I'm looking at. But yeah, I'm pretty bullish overall here. So I'm gonna put in my buys here. I'm a bull. And yeah, let's see what market does. Looks like we ran for this wick now right here. Took that high. The reason I like that high was just because it's a very obvious drawn liquidity. But yeah, I'm not taking this short because I'm bullish right now. Let's see, did we react off something? Yeah, I'm bullish until this 1-hour high. It's pretty obvious. Based on the 4-hour, I think we reacted off this 4-hour gap. 15-minute. But yeah, we could run this low again, possibly. But I'm just not bearish right now. I want to see us take some type of liquidity. And then look for a long. But actually, let me mark up this fib again. So yeah, we did tap into discount now. So we're back at equilibrium. We are at a 4-hour gap. Longs off of here don't look too bad. And we're inside this daily gap as well that we've been holding. See if now we get a setup. We don't really have anything right now, but this does look good. Alright, even more into discount, rejecting off this 4-hour. So now if I get this, let's see, is this a higher time frame gap? This is a 2-minute. Hopefully it's not a 5-minute. Let's see. Yeah, it's not a 5-minute. Just a 2-minute. See if this 2 minutes gonna close above, and it does not. So no trade there. But now we could close above, but it looks like we ran some internal liquidity. Do we have equal highs above? Don't think so. But yeah, this does look good. It's just I don't like all this internal liquidity here. Like I wouldn't even consider this like trendline liquidity. So I'm not gonna take the long, but it could work. Yeah, it worked out great, but I just didn't like how close this internal liquidity was right here. But yeah, nice to see it play out. It looks like what happened was, or what I saw here was, we tapped into this 4-hour gap. We were in a discount of the higher time frame range. And yeah, bias was bullish because we were holding this daily gap. Daily also closed above there, but didn't take this setup because I didn't like how close the internal liquidity was to the entry. If this candle closed above, I definitely would have taken it because I would have some room to move to break even. But yeah, no trade there. Looks like we're gonna take this high. There we go. If we can get pullback and then a long, that would be pretty nice. I mean, I do kind of like this. Let's see. Delivery from 5-minute. We took liquidity. Took liquidity here. Delivery off the 5-minute. Discount of the lower time frame. Lower time frame move. We got my target right here pretty clean. So my target is obvious wick right here. We don't have any equal highs or lows here, but I do like the delivery off this 5-minute liquidity sweep. 1-minute inverse right here. Enter right here. 10-point stop, but my real stop is a 1 minute close below this 1 minute inversion. And we're gonna move aggressive break even right here at internal liquidity. And first partial will be like right here. And full TP right there. Or full TP at this high, we'll see. But yeah, this is valid. Let's say this is about like A or A plus setup. But yeah, let's enter here, place order. See what the auto break even is gonna be at, like 0.7R. Yeah, I'm moving my stop on FXREPLAY because I don't want to get wicked out, and my real stop is a 1 minute closure below the 1 minute gap, so that's the L right there. And exit close full, so first loss of the month. Yeah, that was a valid setup though. Let's see if it plays out or not. And yeah, it did not want to play out. But yeah, we're delivering off 5 minute, had liquidity sweep, 1 minute inversion, and yeah, pretty clean. I mean, yeah, first loss. But what's important is we followed our rules. I think the issue here was that we were kind of in a premium based on like the higher time frame, the 1 hour. But I did think we were gonna run for these highs, this obvious wick right there. But yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna journal this. Point stop. I'm gonna give it like an A setup. Minus 500. Followed by a yes, entry time 10:23. And yeah, let's see if there's gonna be another setup. Yeah, big retracement there. Now we're back at equilibrium. Let's see what time it is, 43. Alright, so this right here, let's see. Did we sweep out any liquidity? $15-minute inverse to the downside. Got big 5-minute gap here. So yeah, honestly kind of bearish because we inversed this 15-minute to the downside. I think we could want to run for these lows. And this is a 5-minute. So if we get a short setup, we are in the macro. And yeah, that's it for that day. Let's see if this low ever gets hit. Yeah, nah, almost, but that's it for that day, 1L. And now we're on to the 15th, Wednesday here. Got 8:30 a.m. news, some yellow folders. Gonna note down all this. And let's see, 14th. Skip over to the next day. We left behind a nice data wick here. See daily, still holding that daily gap here. I do think we're still bullish until that high. 4 hour. Kind of holding this 4 hour gap though. And the 1 hour. No equal highs, no equal lows. But yeah, I'm still bullish. Let's see what we do with this 15-minute gap. If we end up holding it or not. It's like for right now, we got some relative lows below there. See if this data low gets ran here. Alright, so I did say that I was kind of bullish, but let's see. I do want to see this data low get ran, but did we sweep out anything? Are we delivering from anywhere? We are delivering off of a 5 minute. And yeah, this is very obvious. I'm gonna take this short here to this data low, which is a nice liquidity pool that I like to use. And I'm gonna take a partial here and stop loss to break even. 0.85 R. But yeah, this is clean. And I said I was going to take a partial there, so close a small partial, but I want to see if FXREPLAY can get us back to there. Right here, I'll close probably like 50% or something. Or not 50%, like 25%, because it's a internal level. And this is, I have high conviction that we're going to run this data low here. But yeah, stop loss right now is at break even since we hit this internal low. Scale 25%, so it is like tiny partial 125. Wait, but it was 0.85 R, so hold up, let me calculate this 1 second. So the partial is $100 partial secured, and the rest is being left to run. it could potentially get hit for break even. We don't know yet, but let's see. And it looks pretty good. And rest hit for break even, almost hit the data low, but yeah, so tiny partial secured there. But looking at this 1-to-1, I would have secured like another 25% partial. Because that is like where I scale 50% most of the time if I'm leaving a runner. So the net profit of this position was 250, so like 0.5 R. But yeah, clean setup, delivery off 5-minute, data low, target. Followed the plan. Yes, I'm gonna say that I was chameleon bias. I'm gonna say I was mixed bullish. But when we left that data low, that's what made me want to take the short, because it is a high probability liquidity pool. Stop was like, I believe 15 points, yeah. 8:37 a.m. pre-market. But let's see. This is a one setup for life. Which, if you guys don't know who Dodgy is, that's my mentor. That's one of his setups. It's when you target the data high or low, which is basically like a news high or low. And let's see if we hit that low or not. Or possibly we could even get another trade down to it. Putting the screenshot right, yeah. So we could possibly have another setup down to that data low, because it did not get ran yet. This is a 5-minute. Let's see if this 5-minute inverses. I think I'm gonna take it. Because we're up half a R on the day, so it's like around like 20-point stop. And here we're gonna go aggressive break even at this low right here. So pretty much if we just pump, I'll be risk free. But yeah, this is based on the 5-minute closure, inversing, delivery from this 15-minute fair value gap. We also took some liquidity. Not all of it, but we took some internal liquidity. But yeah, let's see here. Another one setup for life. And I said I was gonna go break even if we had a fast push. So when this internal level was formed, go break even there. Did we hit 1-to-1? Not yet, but at 1-to-1, if we hit 1-to-1, I'm gonna be closing 50% partial. Alright, so right here, 50% partial secured. Right there. And the reason on this trade why I didn't go to break even right here, and the reason I still took it because this level was here, is because this is a one setup for life. and pretty much with these setups, it's like very high probability that we're going to continue down to take liquidity from this data low. Yeah, right here, we're going to close 50%. It's around 1 to 1, so let's scale. Hopefully FXREPLAY doesn't glitch out and not close it, but alright, perfect. So it did secure it for me. Now we're risk free with the runner 2 data lows and hit for break even. So yeah, let's see if this would have played out though. And yeah, it wouldn't have played out. So price almost got to these data lows here, but it ended up hitting them later. But yeah, overall good setup, good target. It's just price did not want to give us the push that we needed here. Was also market open here, so kind of surprised market open didn't run for these lows. But yeah, runner hit for break even, closed 50% of my position at 1 to 1 risk to reward, had 20-point stop, delivery from 15-minute fair value gap, 5-minute inverse fair value gap right here, which we entered on the close right here, and also had liquidity sweep, and I believe we are also in premium. Yeah, we are also in premium, so definitely give this setup an A+ rating. And it was a 1 setup for life. So yeah, unfortunate that we couldn't run for these lows right here. Looks like market open wanted to pump away, but yeah, that's that. Still 1 hour profit on the day, made back that loss. This was Wednesday at 9 a.m. I took this entry. And yeah, followed my rules. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up for this session for right now. But yeah, still got high win rate, 83%, great win rate right now. We did take a loss here. Was a valid setup, swept liquidity, delivered off 5-minute, 1-minute inverse, but the issue here, we were too high in a premium to be buying, and that's why I think we got stopped out. But kind of surprised we didn't run this internal level. But yeah, it's a loss. It followed the plan. It was like an A setup. But yeah, took some break evens here. Break even at internal liquidity. And here are the 2 wins. We scaled profits. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this session. If you guys aren't in my Discord, make sure to hop in there. Link is in the description if you want to join. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I'm trying to hit 500 subs. And yeah, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure to follow that up. And until next time, guys, hope you learned something. If not, it's all good, because I'm honestly documenting this for myself to look back at in the future. But yeah, win rates going up, feeling a little bit more confident compared to my last back testing sessions, and I'm getting better at using the strategy, which, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, it's a dodgy strategy. If you guys know who that is, that's my mentor. But yeah, until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and peace. Oh, and if you made it till the end, comment Krabs. I want to see how many people actually made it all the way till the end. But until next time, guys, peace.